Hello friends, let us have a topic here of matrices, in which in this lecture we shall understand how to find the rank of a matrix. So we all know that matrix is an arrangement of numbers. These numbers may be real or complex also, into rows and columns. So this we have studied in our 12th standard. Different types of matrices and so on. So suppose this is a matrix A. So 1, say minus 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, say 9, 2, 5. So this is a matrix. So it's a 3 by 3 matrix. 3 rows, 3 columns. Say some another matrix is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a matrix and there are 2 rows and 3 columns. So we call it as a 2 by 3 matrix. Okay. Now in the matrix we have certain types of operations. So let us first introduce the concept of elementary row operation. So elementary row operations. Elementary row operations on a matrix. So we are having a matrix and there are 3 types of elementary row operations on it. The first one is interchange of any 2 rows. Interchange of any 2 rows. So if we interchange any 2 rows or say columns, then that's called the interchanging of 2 rows. And here the operations is having notation is like this. If I interchange ith and jth row, write rij, or even we can write in this way ri rj. That means interchange of ith and jth row. Okay, say in the above matrix A, here if I interchange the 2 rows like say r1 and r2. So if we apply in A r1 r2, then the matrix looks like this. This notation is of equivalent matrices. So first row and second row interchange. So new matrix looks like this: 3, 5, 7, 1, minus 1, 2, 9, 2, 5. So this is a interchange of 2 rows. Okay. Now the second elementary operation is the multiplication of the elements of any row by a non-zero number. So multiplication of the elements of any row by a non-zero number. So if we multiply every element of a non-zero number, say k, then that's called the multiplication of the elements of any row by a non-zero number. So it has a notation like this, RIK, or we may write this way, Ri to KRI. Okay, that means the every element of ith row is multiplied by number k. Say in this A, if I multiply every element of say every element of say suppose second row, so in R2 by say suppose 2, so 2R2, then the matrix looks like this, 1 minus 1 2. Now second row, every element of second row multiply by 2, so this is 6, 10 and 14, 9, 2 and 5. Okay, so this is the way. The third operation is the addition or subtraction or subtraction of k times the elements of a row to the corresponding elements of another row. Okay, so here the operation is denoted by like this. Suppose I want to multiply every element of ith row by k and add to jth row. Okay, so Ri we write like this, that is Rj plus k times Ri. Sorry, here we do like this. The change is in the jth row. So change is in the jth row. So every element of ith row multiply with k and then add in jth row. So the change is in jth row. Okay, let us we do one operation here. Say our A is this one. Let us apply the operation. Say R2, say R2 plus minus 3 times R1. That means multiply every element of R1 by minus 3 and add to R2. So now here minus 3 plus 3. So the change is in R2 only. So there is no change in R1. So it is 1 minus 1, 2. Now multiply every element of R1 by minus 3 and then add to R2. So minus 3 here plus 3. So that is 0. Then multiply with minus 3 here. So that will be 3 and plus 5. So that is 8. Then multiply with minus 3 here. So that is minus 6 plus 7. So that is 1. And no change in the third row, 9 to 5. So these are the elementary row operations of a matrix. If I write C instead of R, then they are the elementary operations in a column. Okay. So next is we call elementary matrix. What is the meaning of elementary matrix? So a matrix obtained from the identity matrix by applying elementary operation, row or column, is called an elementary matrix. Next is equivalent matrix. So here we have seen the matrix A and the matrix obtained after applying the elementary operation are equivalent matrices. Okay. So a matrix B obtained by applying elementary operation on A is called an equivalent matrix to A. So we write this as A and B are equivalent. Okay. Then the next is what is the concept of echelon form of a matrix. So we write here, that is echelon form of a matrix. Okay, it is also called a row echelon form. So row echelon form of a matrix. So let us see, when do we say that the matrix is in row echelon form? So a given matrix A is said to be in row echelon form if some conditions should satisfied. The first one is every zero row of a matrix, every zero row of a matrix A occurs below a non-zero row. So if we have any zero row, then it should be at the bottom. The next, the first non-zero number in a non-zero row is 1, and this 1 is called a leading one. Okay, the next is for each non-zero row, the leading one appears to the right and below any leading one in the preceding rows. Now let us understand by having one example, so that you can have all the three criterion to be fulfilled in a matrix. Then we call it is a row echelon matrix. Okay, so I am just giving one example where the matrix is in the form of row echelon. So suppose if I write in this way, like say 1 1 0, say 0 1 0 0 0 0. So this is in the row echelon form, because let us just write the mention the leading one. So this is a leading one, this is also a leading one. Now try to understand that if we are having any 0 row, it should be at the bottom. For non-zero row, the first non-zero element is 1. So this is a non-zero row, first element is 1, here also 1. What is the third one? Third one is each non-zero row, the leading one appears to the right. So this is a leading one appears to the right of this preceding one and below. Okay, in other words, if you are having a leading one, so entries below leading one should be 0. Okay, entry below the leading one should be 0. So then this form is called the row echelon form. This is also a row echelon form. Say 0 1 3 5 0, then this is 0 0 1 minus 1 0 0 0 0 0 1. So this is also a row echelon form. Okay, the leading ones are, this one is here, this one is here, and this one is here. So these are all row echelon form. There is also one more concept, and that is nothing but reduced row echelon form. Okay, so the next one is reduced row echelon form. Reduced row echelon form of a matrix. So the reduced row echelon form means what? First it should be in row echelon form. So row echelon form must be there, plus one more condition, that every element above and below, leading one must be 0. So every element above and below the leading one should be 0. Okay, so then it is called the reduced row echelon form. Okay, so say this one, this is not in reduced row echelon form because this is a leading one below 0 but above is not 0. Similarly, this is also not a reduced row echelon form. So just let us write the reduced row echelon form. So this one is reduced row echelon form. So this is a reduced row echelon form. So you can see that the leading ones here, here, here. So all the entry above and below are 0. So it's an reduced row echelon form. Okay, this is also reduced row echelon form. 1 0 2 0 1 3 0 0 0. So where are the leading ones? So here is a leading one, here is a leading one, and you can see that the entries above and below leading one are 0. So they are in the so the matrix is in the reduced row echelon form. Okay, now the next part is the rank of a matrix. But before that, let us have the definition of that we studied in our 12th standard, that is minor of a matrix. So what is the minor of a matrix? So the determinant of a square submatrix of a given matrix is called its minor. Say let us have one simple example. Suppose you are having a matrix A like this, say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 like this. So this matrix are having minors, say of order 2, square submatrix. So say if I write the determinant, say 1 2 4 5, so that is a minor, and value of this determinant 5 minus 8, so minus 3, so that is a minor. Okay, now let us define the rank of a matrix. So the rank of a matrix is defined as so let us define the rank of a matrix. rank of a matrix. So let us define here. So let A be a given matrix of order m by n. A matrix A so let A be a given matrix of order m by n. This matrix is called to have rank R. Okay, R is greater than or equal to 0, positive number in fact. If, and that is integer, natural number. If the first one is there exists at least one minor of order R which is non-zero, and second, every minor of order greater than R is 0. So that is called the rank of a matrix. Its notation is like this: rank of a matrix. So just let us take one example. This is the definition. So let us take the example here, that find rank of A equal to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5 by using definition. So by using definition, let us find the rank. Now it says, so now the rank may be 3 or less than 3. Okay, so if it is a 3, then this this determinant of order 3 must be non-zero. So let us first find the determinant of A. So determinant of A 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5. And this we know how to find out the determinant. 1, then 6 5s are and minus 4 8s are. Okay, minus 32. Then minus 2. So then we need to take this to avoid. So this is 4 into 5, 3 into 8. So that is a 20 minus 24. Then plus 3, this one minus this one. So 4 4s are 16 minus 18. So this is minus 2. This is minus 4 and minus 2. So plus 8. This is minus 6. And so it is 0. So therefore, rank of A is not 3. It's not 3. So it may be 2. If it is 2, we need to find out a minor of order 2, which is non-zero. So let us observe, this is a minor of order 2 and it's non-zero. Here minor of order 2, 1, 2, 4, 6. So this is 6 minus 8. This is not 0. and therefore rank of A equal to 2, because the order of minor is 2. Now this is very cumbersome, or you can say laborious, because if you are having a matrix 4 by 4, then it's difficult to find out the determinant and then the value of the minors and so on. So this method is not much applicable. Okay, so then what is the next? So the next here is, you can find the rank of a matrix by row echelon form. So rank of a matrix by row echelon form, or say reduced row echelon form. So it says like this: if a matrix A is in row echelon form or reduced row echelon form, then the number of non-zero rows is called the rank of a matrix. So if you are having a matrix A given, then apply the elementary row operations, convert into row echelon form, or even applying column operations, convert into reduced row echelon form. The number of non-zero rows is nothing but the rank of a matrix. And here we note that the rank of the matrix is unaltered by elementary operations. So we can apply the row or column operations, and then the matrix that we are getting lastly, equivalent matrix, is having the same rank as of the original matrix. So let us now solve the example here. So let us take the same example we had taken. So let us find the rank of A by reducing to row echelon form. So the matrix, let us take A, say 1, 2, 3, say 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5. Now let us apply the elementary row operations here and see the rank here. So let us try to convert into the element row echelon form. So what is the very first step is, the first step is to make this entry here. Already we are having 1, reading 1, so make these two entries below it to be 0. So that is not difficult. So R2 minus 4R1 and R3 minus 3R1. Okay, therefore the new matrix that we are getting is 1, 2, 3, this is 0, minus 4 plus 4, 0, then minus 8 plus 6, so that is minus 2. Here you need to take care, do the work very slowly. Then minus 12 plus 8, so that is minus 4. Then this is now minus 3, so minus 3 plus 3, so this is 0. This is now minus 6 plus 4, so that is minus 2. Then this is minus 9 plus 5, so that is minus 4. Fine. Now you can see that here two rows are looking same, so we can make one row to be 0, or even you can do the things here, you can make it 1 and then do the process, so whatever you want. So you can again write applying R2 into minus 1 by 2, so that here we have the leading one. So then we are having 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. This is 0, minus 2, minus 4. Now see, here we want only row echelon form. So the entry below the leading one should be 0. So here we are having the leading one, entry 0. Here we are having leading one. Let us make this entry to be 0. So in R3, let us write R3 then plus 2 times R2. Our aim is to make this entry to be 0. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. This is 0. So 1 and 2, 2 multiply 1, 2 minus 2, so 0. Then this 2 2s are 4 minus 4 is also 0. And here we can see that this is leading one, this is leading one, row 0. So this is in the purely row echelon form. And now the number of non-zero rows are nothing but the rank. So how many non-zero rows are there? 1. This is non-zero row, this one is non-zero row. So rank of A equal to 2. Let us take one more example here to find the rank of a matrix. Okay. So take one more example. This was asked in GTU winter 2019. So find the rank by reducing to echelon form, row echelon form. So the matrix is 1, 5, 3, minus 2, 2, 0, 4, 1, 4, 8, 9, minus 1. So now let us solve this example. So here you are given A as 1, 5, 3, minus 2, 2, 0, 4, 1, 4, 8, 9, minus 1. Now here we are having already 1, so we don't have to worry. We need to make the entry below to it to be 0. So let us apply the operations like in R2, R2 minus 2R1, R3, R3 minus 4R1, and see what happened. So this is equal to, the first row is as it is, 1, 5, 3, minus 2. Now here we are multiplying minus 2 plus 2, so that is equal to 0. Then here we are multiplying with minus 2 and add here, so minus 10. Then multiply this one to minus 2, so minus 6 plus 4, so minus 2. Then multiply here with minus 2, so that will be 4 plus 1, so that is 5. Now next, now multiply this one with minus 4, so minus 4 and third row add here, so that will be 0. Then multiply minus 4 here, so that will be minus 20, add here, so minus 20 plus 8, so minus 12. Then again multiply minus 4 here, so minus 12 plus 9, so that is minus 3. Multiply minus 4 here, that will be plus 8 and minus 1, so that is nothing but 7. So that is the way. Now the next one is, so here we are having the leading one and we made all the entry below to it to be 0. Now here we need to make the 1 here. So we are having either one option is divide by minus 10, or if you can use the row below to it and make it 1, that is also not a problem. Okay, but let us do the divide by minus 10. So let us take R2. So R2 into minus 1 upon 10. So this will be now 1, 5, 3, minus 2, 0, 1. Now divide by 10 and minus sign. So this is 1 by 5. Divide by 10 minus sign. So this is minus 1 by 2. This is 0, minus 12, minus 3 and 7. Now by using this one, already this one leading is already there. Now this one is 1. So by using that 1, make this entry to be 0. That is the last work. So that is nothing but the R3 plus 12 times R2. So that's not difficult now. So let us see here. So the 1, 5, 3, minus 2, 0, 1, 1 by 5, minus 1 by 2. Now multiply with 12 to R2. So 12 minus 12. So this is 0. This is already 0. Now multiply 12 here. So that is 12 by 5 and minus 3. Okay, 12 by 5 minus 3. So that is nothing but minus, this is minus 15, 12 minus 15 minus 3 by 5. So right here minus 3 by 5. Next multiply by 12. So if I multiply by 12 here, that will be minus 6 and plus 7. So that is nothing but 1. So that's all. Okay, and now we are having minus 3 by 5 is there here. So leading one is here, leading one is here. This we can make it 1. So that's not difficult. Now last step, applying R3 into minus 5 by 3, and then that is nothing but 1, 5, 3, minus 2, 0, 1, 1 by 5, minus 1 by 2, 0, 0, 1, minus 5 by 3. Okay, and so this is in the row echelon form. So this is leading one, this one is leading one, this one is leading one. So this is in row echelon form. And since it is in row echelon form, the rank of A is nothing but the number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows as rank. So rank of A is equal to number of non-zero rows. There are 3 non-zero rows. Thank you.